Hello everybody, how is everybody doing? Um, we just gonna make a beat again. Um, have no idea which way we're gonna go with it or whatever, but um, we're gonna make a beat. I got some chords already set up. Um, maybe a R&B, hip hop-ish style feel, and see what we can do.
Not to beats go crazy. Not to beats go crazy.
So we leave that one. We do this as a keys. This here. So basically what I'm doing now is just creating a melody that we may use or may not use. It all depends. See here. I got water and coffee. That's a crazy combination. I'm doing a beat a day. I don't care if it kills me. Literally. Well, not literally. Yeah. Trying to get things done. I'm trying to die right now. And I just keep going through until I find the drum samples that fit the style I'm looking for. So basically, it's just trying to find a balance. You know what I'm saying? So I just tried most of the time, just try to find a balance that what sounds good. Um, what sounds good to me. We started out without these drums, without the just a chord progression within itself. So if we play just the chord progression with itself, it sounds like this. Okay, now that's just the chord progression within itself, right? So now I took that same chord progression and we can see it down here, and I move notes around to make a melody. Okay, and I'm gonna clean this melody up later, but it is what it is for right now. So when we added in the melody, this is what we get. And as you can see, you just layering it to a point that it begins to sound good. Feel me? So you just keep doing it until, and for the people that's on YouTube, because I'm streaming to YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. I think that's it. I'm not doing Instagram today or Facebook. I normally try to do all of them at once, but sometimes this software that I have, I don't know if it's just dropping out sometime or what, but it is what it is though. And then we opened up just getting some drums, right? And I'm using the soul modern, soul R&B. And like I said, it depends on what kind of, I didn't want really hard hitting drums on this one, right? I didn't want the trap hitting drums like the last joint that I put out. So I wanted something a little bit more soft. And then I just kind of go through until I find the one that fits. It's different. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and get the bass line. And what I do for that, I take the bottom notes, which is where the bass is. I copy it. I go to wherever I'm gonna play my bass at, which will be Sublab. I paste it in here. Take it over here. You want to make sure it's always on the right note. It's on F here, and if you go up to the original MIDI, it's on F there as well. Go back to the mix. Always make sure you're not blowing your eardrums out. All right, and then we're just gonna go through the different basses. I'm gonna take the drums out, and I'm just gonna go through the different bass elements to see which one fit, right? And if Sublab don't fit, I use Trillion, which I probably should use Trillion now. Nah, I use Sublab first. All right. And most of the time you have to pitch it down, and I'll show you that. All right. And then, like I said, you just go up here, you make sure that the notes are hitting where they're supposed to hit. And then a lot of times I use this. Sometimes, to be honest with you, I don't. But you want to shorten the notes up. I don't like this note here. So let me see. I think for this I am going to use trillion. I just want something a little bit more soft. There's nothing like trillion. Nothing, I tell you. I don't like how that sounds. Oh, thanks a lot, Jesus Perry. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, we'll leave it there for now. Let's see. And this is one of the reasons why I love working with MIDI. Um, so many possibilities. That's why I don't really like. I mean, they got sites like Looperman, Splice. Like if you got to make a beat really, really quickly, you know what I mean? Just grab a loop. do what you gotta do to it. But I love the creative side of making music. You know what I mean? Starting off with a chord progression and just building things around it. Um, to build a vibe that you're trying to portray, or to, you know, like Bob Ross, a little bit here, and till you get the the nice art frame, right? And that's one of the things, you know, I always tell people to remember. Um, we'll go back again and just play this part, because this is just a chord progression here. And then a lot of times what I would do is I would take these notes and humanize them. I want to say harmonize them, to make it, you know, like a real person playing. And then you add in the melody. And you can do this with any instrument, even with the whatever comes with your DAW, right? This is a technique that you can use on anything. Like literally whatever comes with your DAW, you can use these MIDI notes, and these chords in this way that I'm showing you, how to make a beat, how to make a beat quickly, how to make a beat effectively that sounds good, blase bleak, blase that. So we getting there, okay? So this is the chord progression. This is the melody I made from the chord progression, and then some drums, and then we'll worry about the bass. Let me see here. All right, then I go from there to figure out what bass I want to actually fit into there, and it definitely wouldn't be that one, but I just want to go to my and I guess it depends on too how old school you want to get, you know what I mean? Boom. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Let's see. And so many different ways that you can add bass. Replace. Yeah, we replaced that. Right there. Go back down here. Take it back down. Make sure we keep the gang staging good. Oh yeah, DJ Karma. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm just trying to find the right bass to actually fit it in. The one that sounds good to what I'm trying to do. So and I think I don't want it to hit. Let's shorten it up. Let me see. Kenny T, what's up, man? Hey, I appreciate it. So basically you just take out, because you don't want the bass, not on a song like this, to ride all the way through. So you just want it to gradually be there. You want to leave space. You want to leave space for the artist. Bring this down here. Now, you know, this is, and the reason I made sure I want to stick with these notes was because the whole purpose of this particular beat making video was to show how you can make a whole beat off of one chord progression. And this is the one chord progression that we started off with. And this is how it sounds just by itself. Now that we have the chord progression and you like how that sounds, then we take that same chord progression and we begin to take the notes out, and I'll show you what I mean. Now that's the same chord progression that you saw before, but as you can see, I just moved some of the notes back to make a melody from the same chord progression, right? So we play those two together, this is what we get. Oh, sorry. Hold on. This is what we get when we play both of those. Now, I took that same chord progression and I used it with the bass, because you can see these MIDI notes that I muted out because I don't need that in my bass. So I muted everything else out, but I left it there so you can see that it's the same chord progression. And I just took the bottom note of that chord progression and made a bass line, right? So this is how that sounds. Okay, where was I? What did you ask? You said what chords? That's these here. These are chords. Th- they're quad chords. They're four note chords. They're not triads or anything of that nature, but it's in the F major scale. Um, so these are the chord progressions. This is the chord progression that you're looking at now on the bottom of the screen, DJ Karma. So that this right here to where it's highlighted, where it stops, this is the chord progression. And then from this chord progression, you just build the beat out from there. Because no matter what instrument I go to, you're going to see this same pattern right here, this same chord progression here. Now, this is one way of doing it if you don't know how to play the keyboard, or you don't have pads or anything of that nature. I played my pads, but you can also draw drum notes in the same way that I drew in the chords and different things of that nature. So if you don't have a keyboard, or if you don't have the equipment as far as drum pads or anything of that nature, just always know with every DAW they have an option to draw in notes and different things of that nature in order for you to make music. And so after we get this, we just added some drums. And once you get kind of an idea of what you want, like, okay, I like this, it got a good vibe to it, this is what I like. And it's not mixed or anything of that nature. So if I know I'm gonna stick with that particular drums, which I am, and this is the Fairfax, kind of vintage drum set. Oh, you gonna play with your guitar? Oh, that's what's up. Oh yeah, I want to hear that. I didn't know you know how to play guitar. All right, so from that point, we can go ahead and just merge everything together. Merge events. And then I want to go in here and erase, what I'm not going to use, basically. That was just to show you guys what was going on. All right. Everything else is cool. I want to shorten this first bass note, I think. Hold on. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. Sure, that's right on there. And since we had earlier, we harmonized the humanized the chords. Another good thing, you can just quantize it if you want it to be tight. But that's to taste. Something you don't have to do. It really is to taste and what you like to do. and it's funny because bass is like one of those things that is like the last thing. Like this is the 808 um Onyx. Now that's cool, but I start at, and then I just keep going down until I might find something else that really sticks out, right? See, this is it's a softer one, but I'm gonna see something here. I don't want anything with too much harmonics because I like to add stuff like that later. Got a little too much signature. Go back to this one for now. I probably wind up actually wind up going to Trillion. But just for the sake of this, just to show you guys. Then for here, just explode everything out. So basically what I just did, everything that was on the pads, on the drum pads, I put everything on a separate track. So when I go into the mixing stage, I don't have a problem with it. And then I kind of just solo each one to make sure I got the right sound. We know that's the kick. Kind of like a open hat. Let me go here. We know that's the snare. Call that a hat slide. All right, let me see. And that's just a hat within itself. We call it hat 2. Then of course this is the bass. And I wind up not having to use these are normally my trap drums, so these hit pretty hard, you know. Let me see. That's it. If the energy, like I'm just getting something, like I just want to like do some hip hop or some trap, but I wanted to slow it down this time, so I didn't really want those kind of drums in there. So we can actually remove that set, and we just deal with this. Once I get everything named, and I know I'm not going to work with the MIDI notes anymore, like if I'm not going to change anything around, which I'm not, because I'm most likely, let me see something. Now I just want to go in here and clean this up a little bit and see how it sounds. You get what I'm saying in the viewer. There, really. And basically what this doing is just cleaning up, right? It's just cleaning up the frequencies that I don't need, that I don't have to fight with later. It makes it much easier in the next stage as far as when it comes down to mixing the music. Definitely makes it easier. All right, so now that we got that part of it done, what I want to do, so I don't have to repeat it, just duplicate, then merge together what you just put there. Okay, so all right, we gonna ride with that. We gonna ride with that. Then I start bouncing everything down. You don't have to. You can actually mix it just like this. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is kind of just fill out the beat, so you can kind of get what I want to do. A rough draft. Just mute these. So this would be like the intro. me see something.
I'm not the beats go crazy.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna change that bass line. I don't like the bass, but that can easily be changed. I'm not gonna worry about it right now.
I'm not the beats go crazy.
All right, so what I like to do is take this, duplicate it. I'm working in regular time, so this would be the intro, this would be the hook. Don't mind this. I know it says hook, but this is going to actually be a verse, because you want your intro to be 4 to 8 bars. Again, this is not a science, it's how you want to do it. But normally 4 to 8 bars is the intro. Then the hook comes in. Depends on how you want to arrange. Some people arrange that the verse comes right in. Like the verse comes in first and then the hook. You know what I mean? Some people, like me, I always do the intro, then the hook, then the verse. So it really just depends on how you wanna do it. Oh, you think you got the rhythm? That's what's up, DJ Karma. Like of course, both of these are keys, right? You have Rhodes, and then you have, I forget which piano. I think it was the concert piano. Excuse me. Hold on. Which one is it? Oh, it's the LA Custom Rock piano from Keyscape Library. But they both keys, so to keep them from, how can I put it? Messing with other notes, if you will. Um, clashing. Later on, I have a technique that I use to get the frequencies, get the keys and the Rhodes to sound nice together so they not clash. Because a lot of times it'll clash, especially if they similar in sound, right? Or have the same resonance.
I'm not the beats go crazy.
And remember, when you're making a beat, you're not going for loudness, because loudness can trick your ear, right? Because we perceive things, if it's once it's louder, it's better. So you don't want to have it while you're making your music blasting, right? You want it to be in a way that is comfortable for your ears, because you want to continually to hear everything in the mix. Like now, I know I have to work with my Rhodes and my keys. It's things in there that I can hear that they're kind of hitting on the same frequencies. So I have to go in and dip, nip, and tuck until I get it to a point that I know it sounds good. I'm definitely gonna use a vintage bass um, on this particular song, just because of the vintage sound. that is given. So now without the bass, let's move it up to let's try some R&B drums. Oh, all right. What's up, man? How you doing, brother? Rocco. Is it Rocco? This here. All right, we can do this. Let me see. This is going to be the verse. I'm definitely going to drop some things out. Definitely not going to use any of these. Need a nice transition. As y'all know, I love to use cymbals. So let me just grab a nice cymbal. Yeah, it's not low enough. Let's see. Let's see. Don't like that one either. Basically, you find one and then you just reverse it to kind of bring a transition, if you will. Then you got to play with the volume, of course, but I want something quicker than that. All right. I think I can ride with that one. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and bounce these down. All right, get rid of this. Get rid of this.
Not the beats go crazy.
right, so let's go ahead and bounce these down as well. Normally I would merge them, by the way, but it's cool. I'm not gonna merge them just for, it's a certain way that I like to mix. All right, so from the base, because I'm gonna bring another base in, but I'm gonna keep, we get rid of all this. We just get rid of the notes here, bring the symbols up. We'll deal with the base in a few. All right, make the base mono, although we probably won't even use the base, but kick mono and the snare mono. Get rid of this one. We can get rid of this instrument now. We can go from here to here. Color the track red.
Not to beats go crazy.
Not. All right, now that I have all that set up the way that I want it set up, that's pretty much it. I mean, then I go from this, mix it, add a couple bells and whistles, then boom, we got a full song. So I'll probably mix this either later on tonight, or first thing when I get back from work driving tomorrow. It'll get done. And I appreciate each and every last one of you that tuned in. Always remember, keep your head up, keep your dreams alive, no matter what. All right, I am out of here.